Hey, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of Something Fishy. Today we're going to practice run a drone fishing setup on my DJI Mini 2. Got everything set up here. What we're going to drop is a whopper plopper pattern that I tied up. I got some blanks and painted them. So this is like my night train or tequila sunrise paint job. Not quite sure what to name it yet, but we're getting towards the evening to start going for bass at night here. So we're gonna do a couple, maybe 10 practice runs, and if it works out good, then we will do it over the water. But so what we're doing here is we got about 4 feet of line, and then I have a loop tied in it, and that loop is going to go onto a hook that will attach to the bottom of the drone right here. And I'll show you that real quick. And that's just this hook right here that I bent up. It's just a piece of wire for flight surfaces for airplanes, for RC airplanes. Alright, so I made this a while back and I haven't actually done this in a while. Let's see, how did I do this? I think that's it. It just grabs on. The idea is to have it kind of in the center of the flying device so that it won't pull too much in any direction. Be more center. Alright, so the loop, the little hook kind of aims forward, and so the idea is you fly forward with it, and then when you're ready to drop it, you would turn around and just reverse away from you instead of, going forward. So yeah, we're gonna give it a try and see how it goes. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly it up to about 5 feet or so I can reach over and put the hook on it that I tied on the line. Alright, so we'll take that. So I'm gonna go like right about there. Now I'm gonna hook the. First, let's flip the bail on the reel, of course. Its sensory just like moved away from me. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get around that. There it is. All right. We're hooked up. Now we're gonna go forward about halfway through over the field, and then we're gonna drop it. Get it up a little higher. All right. Rod's popping a bunch. Alright, the wind's a good simulation because it's going to be windy, because we're mostly going to do this on the coast anyway. Alright, so I'm going to turn around, and now I'm going to move backwards. Oh, dropped it. Perfect, it worked out. Alright, let's try it again. I got a little bit of experience with flying a race drones. I used to build them, and I never got racing because we're in my local area. There was no people because I lived way out in the mountains in Mount Shasta. All right, so let's reel it in and try it again. I'll be right back. Well, that's good. So what happened was it was hooked up on the ground, and when I tried to go up, it just pulled it out. So that's a pretty good idea. for like that little backup feature in case I get stuck on a bird or something. That was a big worry that I had, is that what happens if I hit a bird? There we go. I used its own sensory to, let's bring it out there, to move it up. There we go. Actually see it. All right, now I'm gonna turn around and, oh, it dropped pretty much as soon as I stopped moving forward. All right, let's load it up again and try for a third time. All right, let's go. Pretty darn awesome. All right, turned around. Now I'm gonna move backwards. Dropped it. Perfect. Cool. 3 out of 3 times. It's pretty good. And right now there's no ducks and swans and stuff on the lake, so I shouldn't have any trouble with the birds. All right, do we want to do 5 times before we go for a real run over the water? Even though almost all my flights have been over water so far. All right, let's try it again. 4th run. So I figured out how to not get it to move up anymore. Gotta stay clear of those sensors. There we go. All right. Attempt number 4. There we go, dropped it. That time I actually had to move backwards. None of those other times I had to move backwards. So for sure, if we can get 5 runs here with no mistakes, no problems, nothing scary, we will do a real live run. All right, flip the bail. Make sure my hooks aren't hooked up on the landing pad. I'm just using that to take off, well, and to land, of course. What do we got seconds-wise? We have 13 minutes left from a full battery. So we could probably maybe do 5 long runs like this. Oh, got too comfortable. All right, attempt 5. Turn around and reverse. Dropped it. All right. Let's bring it back. We're gonna do it for real right now. So I got a couple different models of these shit, what they call them? Fucking forgot all of a sudden. Whopper ploppers. I got 3 or 4 different models from different companies of like mock whopper ploppers, and 2 of them didn't even work. Luckily, this little guy works. It's actually great, actually. They're like $1.50 a piece, too. Oh, it's so good. Look at Plop, plop. Okay, so I'm gonna send that over the lake here. So in the center is like a deeper section, and then there's like a rim that's about 20 feet out or so that's a little more shallow. So the big fish are kind of where it's deeper. So if I can, so what the goal is, I'm gonna go past that fountain and then run it through that deep section nice and slow and make a lot of noise. Okay, kind of keeping it back a little bit because it's about to fall off. It's kind of behind me. All right, bringing it out. Send it. It's racing pretty good. All right, we are past that point, I believe. Let's drop it and hope it doesn't get tangled. All right, it's dropped. Let's bring the drone back. I'll let that just sit there, I guess, until. All right, so I guess I think I'll fly it lower next time so that the line doesn't get all crazy. All right, success on the first drop. Let's try again. See if we can get one more outing with it. Got 6 minutes left. All right, sending. Let me see if we can see it out there. I'm gonna aim the camera all the way down. There it is. It's dangling. All right, I'm gonna try to move over. I'm not gonna try, I'm going to move over here. Okay, my line's dragging on the water. All right, we're good right there. We're gonna turn it around and reverse, and it should drop. Boom, drop. That was beautiful. Showed right up on the camera. All right. There it is, sitting there. Let's do at least a little bit of a reel with it and see how it looks. Oh, there it goes. It's sinking a bit. Let's get lower. Leaving me. Oh, we're getting return to home warnings. Let's do it. Boom, success. All right, let's reel that back in and catch a fish. God, that thing sounds so awesome. Just ripping across the water. It's twirling a bit. The action's a little off, but really you're not going for the look of the lure, you're going for the action that's coming off the lure. All right, just waiting for it to get enough satellites to say we're good. We got 17. Come on, just a little more GPS action and we're ready to launch. Oh, there we go.
Please check it on the map.
There we go. Let's get out there. So we're gonna start recording now. Let's take off.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
All right. Lift the bail, ready to go. Oh, it dropped off. That was my fault that time. It kind of swung when it went away. It kind of swung off of it. I went pretty hard all the other times I took off. That time I didn't. All right, make sure we're not tangled. If I try to go too far forward, it can fall off pretty easy, and that's what I also did, I believe. There we go, swinging. Oh, oh. I'm not sure what happened right there. I don't know if... Okay, just the rod fell over from the wind. Scared the crap out of me though. All right, let's rotate it out and drop it and come back. There we go, we dropped it. Now let's come back. Where's it at? Is it underwater? This is, I went like almost all the way to the other side that time. There was a bump right there. I don't know though. Oh, there it is, I see it. Try to give it a couple rips. Well, I think we're gonna call the video there because it's just a little too dark to proceed anymore with the GoPro's lighting abilities. So let's end this out here real quick. All right, so thanks for joining me on this episode of Something Fishy. We have proven that the DJI Mini 2 is capable of drone dropping at least, you know, something around the 1 ounce, maybe 2 ounce range. All right, so next time we go fishing, we're gonna give this a try and maybe, I don't know, maybe get past the breakers out at the coast and try like that, or maybe try to target the salmon that are kind of out there a little bit I got some flying C's that work really good for salmon. All right, so catch you guys next time. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. If you know someone else that might enjoy this video, please share it with them. All right, catch you next time.